Hey guys, it's FifaRalle here and welcome to episode 12 of Let's FIFA 16. And we start off this episode by applying a couple of contracts. Now, I really wanted to play with my false 9 squad, but I still had Nani injured for one more match. So I had to play with my Serie A squad for the first match of this episode. And yeah, into Division 8 we go. We're going to see if we can continue sort of our good run. We had one loss in the division, but then we had 3 or 4 wins so far, so it's looking alright in the division. And we jump into the first match of this episode facing a La Liga squad. A lot of not too expensive sort of budget players and good all-round players in that side, but it's us to get a very good start. Fernandes on the ball here, plays on through to Dybala. It gets onto his weak foot, and I actually thought he was going to miss it, but he was able to tuck it past the keeper, bring us up 1-0. My opponent got a big chance here as well, but what a block from my defender to deny my opponent the rebound there. And instead, we are into the 32nd minute. We find Balotelli, who stops up here, goes in between 2 defenders, and he just powers that one past the keeper. I think the keeper actually got his hand to it, but he couldn't sort of keep it out of the net. And we were up 2-0. My opponent got yet another big chance, but couldn't score. And instead, it was us to go with a couple of skill moves. We had a comfortable lead in a 4. Why not? Let's skill a little bit. Here's Fernandes trying out his lock from a volley, but it didn't hit the target at all. Balotelli trying out a shot from distance as well, but saved by the keeper this time around. Then we go into the second half, and I quite do like Balotelli on the game. He's not the fastest of players as been previous years. He's lost a bit of his pace, but he's big and he's strong and can sort of stay on the ball, which I really do like. And he has some nice skill moves from him to beat the defender. Go into the box. I tried to power that one in at the near post, but I think it hit the post, so the keeper got his hand to it, something like that. And instead, a really big chance for my opponent, but he skied it over the goal. And instead, it's a bit of a clumsy goal, the dummy. I don't know if you experienced this, but I usually use secondary pressure to try and sort of pressure my opponents and then cover up with a man behind. But when you also hold that button, if your opponent by mistake sort of passed right into your player will do a dummy right away. And that was what happened, man. It fell right to his player, completely open. He scored a goal, but it didn't matter in the end. I still won the game at 2-1. And it was a pretty comfortable game overall. I got the early 2-goal lead, and it was not too difficult to sort of stay ahead in that match. And he never really came back into the game despite getting that 1 goal back. So we get 3 more points in the division, and we jump into the second match of this episode. BPL squad this time around, 4-4-2. And not as strong as the La Liga side I faced in the first match of this episode. And yet again, I got a pretty good start to my match here. We're on the ball, we play it on through to Danny, and he goes past one defender, one more, he tries out the shot, and how do we not put this one into the back of the net? I don't know. Maybe need a little bit more power, the shot. Not too sure. But then it's Mbula with a beautiful through ball. What a through ball to Danny. And then he's able to put that one into the back of the net. I'm not too sure what was up with that. But we go up 1-0 in the match. And yeah, then in the 24th minute, we find Nani here. Here on the edge of the box, we actually do pick up a free kick. And we have Danny with a little bit better accuracy, but less power compared to Nani. And then Nani with a bit more power. And I thought, let's give this a go with Nani. See if he can score from here. And he curves it around the wall into the back of the net. And we are up at 2-0. Nice little goal from Nani. And yet another game where we have that comfortable 2-goal lead. Not quite over yet. It is Danny on the ball here. Beats the defender out of the wing. Then he goes with a rainbow flick over past another defender, not over him. And he will volley that one in to make it 3-0. And then nothing really happened before the end of the game, where I got on the ball with Carrillo, my final sort of attacking player. And I tried for the Rabona shot, but the keeper would save it. But I would get another chance. Just a couple minutes later, Carvalho on the ball would play to Danny. And I was looking for sort of a Rabona shot. And I find Carrillo here, ball roll and the Rabona shot into the bottom corner to make it 4-0. Nice little goal. And this time around, he could put it into the back of the net with the Rabona shot. And that was pretty much how the game ended. We win it 4-0, a very comfortable win, and we are sitting on, I believe, 12 points. So we just need 3 more points, and then we have the title of Division 8. So of course we are going to jump into that match, and hopefully we can win that final match of this episode such that we do get the title. We apply a contract there to Nani, and we find our opponent who's rocking with the strongest squad so far we've been facing in this episode, as Serie A squad. Dybala, Morata on the top, Pereira in behind. He got Gervinho, Salah, a lot of pace on the wings, and just very fast and strong defense as well. And it was a really tough match. I got onto the ball. I tried to pass it to my player sort of just outside the box. Went to the wrong guy. He picked it up. Weak foot finesse shot from Dybala. And he would make it 1-0. But he also got sort of a failed pass there. We pick it up. And what a terrible shot from Carvalho there. He should have buried that one, but it just went way over the goal. But we still kept creating chances. He had Stanya on the ball and Bula onto Fernandes. He takes the shot and he's able to score and make it 1-1. Bring us back into the game. And we got another free kick. Now needs to step up for that a little bit further away than the last match we played. So it's not too sure if he was going to score it or not. But I decided to give him a go and see if we could score. But he could not put it into the back of the net, and instead is my opponent to the second half to get some big chances here. Big save for my goalkeeper, and then I don't know what my defender was doing. And the next one fell over his place, just like, everything is going wrong. And I tried to sort of get him off the ball and deny him a cross, but he's able to turn around, sort of hang on to the ball and just pass it around. And he was, as I said, a pretty good player. He passed it around here, and eventually he would find that pocket of space. I tried to cover the pass, but I couldn't get it, and it's Salah to get the goal, bring my opponent up 2-1, and I tried to sort of rush things forward and get back into the game, but he was able to break on through here with Dybala. 88th minute, he takes the shot, and it goes out for a corner. And from that, he just decided to keep it in the corner. Time waste, run the clock down, and yeah, I tried to get the ball, but I didn't want to tackle it out for another corner or throw-in. I wanted to get the ball, and it just took very, very long time because I didn't want to like do a stupid tackle. I get it in the end, and I tried to go on the counter-attack. We're in the 90th minute. It's the last chance of the game, and Bula on the ball here. We play it to Carvalho. We play it out wide. We find Carvalho here. We stop up, go inside. We play it to Carvalho, and as we're going forward, the ref blows the whistle, and the game ends. So unfortunately, we do get another loss. I was not too happy about that because I felt that the 2-1 goal in this match was sort of the decider. If I'd gotten it, I'd probably gone away with the win, and he got it in the end. It was like a game that could have gone both ways, but in the end, he was the one to win it. And as I said, he was a pretty good opponent. So unfortunately, we end off this episode with a loss. But hopefully we can win the title in the beginning of the next episode and maybe use the coins to improve our squads a little bit. But for now, we're going to end it all off. I hope you guys did enjoy this episode, and that's pretty much all. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.